Metropolitan Youssef, Eminence, Episcopus,
O Lord, make us words to pray thankfully.
Yes, they are dead. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. In Christ Jesus our Lord. Amen.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, one God, Amen. Today, as it said, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. The visit of His Eminence, Metropolitan Youssef, to the Philippines, and with the mission group with His Eminence. And it is a remarkable visit that it came in 4th of July. We cannot forget this day. And as soon as he arrived in the Philippines, all the Philippines it received the blessing. Also, if we remember, after the Holy Spirit came upon the disciples of the Lord as a tongues of fire, and He sent them, told them, go, preach all the nation, baptize them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, and taught them what I have told you. And today we feel that this is a special blessing for us to have His Eminence, Metropolitan Youssef, to come during the Apostles' fasting, to give us encouragement, to give us a blessing, to guide us through our journey of preaching in the Philippines. In the Gospel of St. Luke, chapter 10, verse 1 and 2, after these things the Lord appointed 70 others also, and sent them 2 by 2 before His face into every city and the place where He Himself was about to go. Then He said to them, the harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. Therefore, pray the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into His harvest. And I believe that most of you, like arriving 2 or 3 days ago, you see actually how the laborers are very limited here. So, by the blessing of God, even whatever we are little, whatever we have is little, but we believe that we are not the one who doing the work of Him, but He sent us. We believe in Him, we trust Him that He has a plan for us to do His will in this country. Because the Philippines, it's very naive people, they are very simple. Whenever you deal with them, you love all the Filipino people. But there is a lot of things here like, because it's different in the principles, different in the tradition, different in the culture, and there is also a lack of spiritual knowledge and teaching. That's why whenever you deal with a Filipino people, you don't look how old they are. We deal with them as still starting their life, because we had the blessing in our mother church in Egypt when we grew up in daycare for the church and Sunday school, and step by step the church leads us through the servant, through the priest of the church, through the bishops at the Metropolitan, and whenever we go, because we grow up in this grace and in this blessing, we don't feel how valuable it is till we see other people who are in need. We were talking to His Eminence in our way to here, coming here, that Filipino people, they have nothing valuable to hold or to stand fast for. And all of us, we saw that 21 Egyptian martyrs in Libya, how they are witnessing in the front of the whole world how strong they are. They never fear, they never get afraid, they never change. So, but here in Philippines, the people who work outside abroad to renew their contract, they ask them, you need to change your religion. You need to be a Muslim. It's okay. I will sign. I will be a Muslim. When they come back, they said, I am a Christian or I am a Catholic. But the Lord, He said, whoever denies me, I will deny him in front of my angels. So we had a blessing that we grew up in Egypt, and we know that Egypt, it is a blessed country. It's mentioned in the Holy Bible, and it's been blessed by the visit of the Holy Family in Egypt. And so, from the beginning of St. Mark till His Holiness Pope Tawadros, God keep him for us for long, peaceful, and healthy time. We are receiving, and this is the apostolic teaching. We teach to pass whatever we receive through other generation, to keep the faith, to pass it to a new generation. We are so happy and so blessed to have Your Eminence with us today, and I am speechless. I cannot say any words. Thank you.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, Amen. Thank you, Grace, for this very warm welcome. And we are happy to be here in the Philippines. And as I always say to the group, we are not here to do any service or mission, but we are here actually to learn and to see how other servants are committed to serve these countries. And so when we come, we learn how missions are done. Hopefully we can do the same thing in our homes back. Pope Shenouda used to say, some people started ministry already in established churches, established dioceses. Some people start from zero, and some people start from under zero. Actually, when a mission starts in a country like Philippines here, it starts from under zero, because no servants, no resources here, so they come relying only on God And as God sent the apostles in the beginning without any support, but only with the grace of God, and they were able actually to spread the good news of the gospel to the people and transform many people to the faith. So ministry and mission in these countries is like this. And as Sayyidina said, there are many challenges here, the different cultures, the difference in principle, the difference in spirituality, and there are not enough servants to serve here, make it more difficult. But always we see the grace of God, and we see how God actually help us in spreading the good news of the gospel to others and confirming them in the faith in order to be strong in their faith. Sayyidina reference the martyrs of Libya. These people actually, because they grew in a very strong church, that's why they were able to witness to the whole world. And we pray that not only in Egypt, but in every country, people should be in the same faith, strong, and witnessing to the world. Thank you, Sayyidina, thank you, Abu Namina, thanks to all the servants who are receiving here, and through the grace of God, I trust that this time will be very beneficial to all of us, and we learn from this experience so that we can apply it when we go back in America. Thank you, and glory be to God forever and ever.
I will just give you some hints about the service, how it started here in the Philippines, and why we choose Philippines, and what we are doing here. Actually, we are belong to the evangelism team with the Abu Dawood Lama in Egypt, and they start to serve in Africa country, poor African country first. Then they start to think there is another poor country in Asia. Why not to go and serve there? So we used to study the country and to see what is the challenge there and what is the most need in this country. When we studied the Philippines, they found that the biggest problem here in Philippines is human trafficking. Human trafficking, that the people sell themselves by money, sell their bodies by money. So something very difficult. We start to negotiate until we found one nun have already many organization here, and she used to invite all of these girls in the morning while they didn't have a war to teach them some vocational courses so that they can have a talent, they can start working and earn money in a nice way, not in this bad way. And a lot of girls already changed. So we communicate with her. She said, you are welcome. We sent two of our servants to stay in this with this nun. And after many months, the nun wanted to give us one center to be responsible for. But our resident said, no way, we cannot serve these people. Because it's very difficult for us. The nun sometimes, when the girl, the employee forced her to come back to work. She come back to bar, and the man go to the bar on midnight, grab out her from the bar to come out, to come back to their place. They said, we cannot go these places. We are foreigner, and if we go these places, we don't know if we come back out or not. So we stopped thinking about this idea, but we thought, why to wait till the girls grow up to become a prostitute or something to serve them? Why not to serve them from they are small? So from this, we had the idea to have our orphanage or shelter for the girl who were already abused. Actually, either sexual abuse or physical abuse, but to take care of them, to put them in the schools, college, till they are graduated. So from this point, this is the idea to come to the Philippines. At that time, Abuna Dawood started to communicate who is anyone know someone Filipino or no. There is Abuna Assigns from Australia. He said, yes, I know one girl there. So he gets a contact. So the girl is waiting, is the two servants coming to establish the foundation. Actually, there is a nice story. Excuse me, سيدنا لو أحكيها بسرعة عنه. Before we think about Philippines, God prepared for this. This girl, her parents, actually her father is Chinese. He is not believing in any. Her mother is Catholic, and she is committed to the church. Every day they went to the church 4 a.m. to prepare the altar for Abuna and to prepare everything, and she is the one committed every day. The girl grew up in this different, so she became Protestant. She didn't believe not in Catholic, not as the father. When she finished high school, they sent her to study college in the United States. When she went to the United States, she found some good people. They start having a Bible study. They are preparing for a lesson. So what are you doing? They said, we have a Sunday school and we are preparing for it. We have activity. So she became, okay, can I know which church you use? They said, we are Coptic Orthodox. The one who are worship idols. You are worship icons and they are offer incense to the icon. I cannot come to this church. Okay, up to you. And they start, from time to time, they saw them, they saw how they are dealing with the people, how they are good people. So she said, okay, can I visit your church one time? Okay, come. She attends the Holy Mass, and she already affected by her heart. So after the Mass finished, she said to them, I feel a lot of things, but I feel a lot of confusion. They teach me a lot of things, but what I felt right now is different. So I need someone to clarify. So they get a time with Abuna. We start to teach her about Orthodox faith, and she became Orthodox and she is baptized. Then, from that time, she started to serve in the church. She liked the church very much. And she used to be a very active servant in the church. After she finished her college, she came back to Philippines. She started to search for Coptic Orthodox church. She didn't find. She started a church for Orthodox church. She found Orthodox church, Greek one. So she is happy. She went to Abuna there. Abuna, I am Coptic Orthodox. I came here. I need to serve with you. I need to attend a liturgy. I need to. So Abuna, which church you are? I am Coptic. Okay. Actually, we don't have a service here. We only have a mass every Sunday, and you are not allowed to get communion. You can attend, but so she became disappointed. Then, okay, she attended a mass every Sunday. She takes her father of confession in the United States. What should I do? He said to her, I know that Australia going to serve a lot of Asian countries. I will try to get the contact so that you can contact them to know where is Abuna going. You can attend. And he gave her the secretary contact. She could talk to him. Yes, Abuna going to Singapore after 2 months to break the liturgy for the resurrection fees. Okay, so she took a ticket, she went there, she got the address, she arrived. They already few families there, they rent a flat, they pray in it. She went, the flat is closed, dark, no one there. So she said, it's Egyptian time. So I will go around. She went to go around, she lost. When she come back, the liturgy should be like 6 or 7, something. When she come back, she came like 9. She found Abuna washing the baton of he finished communion, and she started to cry severely. She said, "Is God refuse me? But what should I do?" And Abuna have nothing to do. He already prayed the mass for the Sunday. He traveling next day to another camp to pray the mass on Monday. So have mass. Don't worry, Vinci. Only 4 months I will come be back. You can come again. So that he came back and she get communion the next time, and she started also to cry. She said, "I'm not sure if what my decision is correct or not. I'm the only Coptic Orthodox in the Philippines. I don't know how to live. And before I used to get communion many times per week. Now I get communion every 4 months and traveling another country to get communion. How can I live like this?" So I'm crying. And Abuna, how can I get married? There is no Coptic here. From where I can. So Abuna, Binti, don't worry, God big. يعني قاعد يطبطب هيعمل ايه؟ فربنا معاكم. Actually, these are a part from the story. The other part is that there is another one in United States. He is used to reading about the church, and he want a very apostolic church, keep the faith as it is. So he found the Coptic Orthodox. He go and he baptized. He became a servant. And this one, his grandma is Filipina, and she immigrated to United States. And when her mom gave birth to him, she put it with his grandma, so he know Filipino and English. When he worked, his company want to open a new branch here in Philippines. He said, yes, I hope to go. So he came here. He came, start to search for Coptic Orthodox. He didn't find the Greek. He went to Abuna. Abuna said to him, I know someone has the same story like you. Get her number, contact her. So he said, no, I will contact her. She is already, maybe she is old lady, have her family here. I will not contact her. And he didn't contact her. One day, on Sunday, they are attending the mass there. After they finish, I'm going to ask him, did you contact the contact I gave you? He said, no. He said, she is there. Go and know her here. When he went to know her, these are the days that our 2 missionaries coming from Egypt on evening to start to make the foundation. So she said to them, today there are 2 missionaries coming from Egypt. They need to make a foundation. We are going to airport to them. Would you like to come? He said, yes, okay. So they went. And when we start to register the foundation, we found that we cannot start any foundation here unless we have a 50% Filipino. So they make the foundation with the 2 names of this person and the 2 names who come from Egypt. And they started, they prepared the initial things, and they left them together to continue all the paper here. And when they start to talking, they found themselves from the same diocese. They have a mutual friends. They used to study in the same Starbucks. They never met there in the United States. So at the end of Hawaii, so they call Abuna Arsenius, can you come to marry us here? Abuna said to her, from where did you find this girl? Yes, okay. And these are the... So before we come here, God prepared to send these 2 people. Actually, now they went back to America. They have their family. So they came only here to meet here, to marry here, to register the foundation, to travel back. So these are the initial things and how the service started here from 2011. Then we have the foundation. in our foundation, we have always at least 2 servants, educated servants, came here to stay with the girls. They start to grow up. And we get the girls referred by the DSWD, the الشؤون الاجتماعية يعني تبع الحكومة, social worker. So they are the one who refers the girls for us. And we start to put them in schools to grow up them, to teach them, to pray with them, to let them study. On 2017, at that time, there is a Bible study competition in the Catholic Church, and our girls from the shelter joined this Bible study. And they are so well known about the Bible because our servant teaches them very well. So at that time they are finalizing, grow up from stage to stage, take the mid-final, and they get the 4th position. At that time the cardinal here clarify Abuna in the church, yeah, you are making amazing effort with this girl, how you teach them, how you grow up them like this, you are, Abuna even doesn't know the names of the girls. So that our servant became jealous. Yeah, we are the one who make all of this effort, and he is the one to get the so that they became so jealous. So they asked Abuna Dawood, the Catholic priest need our girls to start Sunday school. Why not to start it in our church? So Abuna Dawood, okay, try to find a house to rent it to be a place for our church, and God will send someone to be a priest to celebrate. So that they start to make like this. On 2018, they start the first Sunday activity. They start with a summer activity. The girls of the shelter, they are the one who became a teacher. So with our resident to teach them the lesson, they are the one to come next day to teach the lesson to the kids in Tagalog. We teach them in English, they are the one to teach them. And they are making activity as what they learn in the shelter, they make it with the kids. So we make it like 4 days a week. The girls became very exhausted, and at the end of the month, we have a perfect attendance to go to a trip. So first trip, they went to the zoo, Manila Zoo. Second month, they went to Malahi, to have rides. Third one, they went to the swimming pool. So the kids of the street became know us a lot. And after that, the school studies, so they went make back to Sunday school only every Sunday. After a while, besides the church, there is another church, it's Protestant one. This church, we found that the number of the kids decreasing from 65 to like 20. So we asked the kids, why the other didn't come? They said because the other church, they invite them and give them Jollibee meal. So we asked them, why you didn't go there? They told, why you didn't go there? The kids, grade 1, grade 2, said to us, they didn't love us. You love us here. So we attend here. And after a while, all of them come attend us. And the people who attend on Sunday already saw the people on Sunday how they are attending with us. These are a small, quick about the church, how it started here. We have a lot of actually from that time till today and about the service, but I need Vanna to talk about Amba service because we started also to have Amba here on the church. Vanna will talk about the shelter, but 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
اوكي كويكلي بقى يا جماعه. انا كده مش ببان قوي يعني. You know, I'm the only servant with Abuna Dawood who is always telling me, Ivana, please stand in front of me, Abba, because all the servants in Egypt are very tall. So I'm the only one standing in front of Abuna Dawood. So, as Abuna said, we began like in this way with the kids like this, and then when Abuna was ordained and Phoebe came to Philippines, actually she began to like ask the mothers of the kids, why you're not coming? Let's make mothers meeting like this, and then like day by day they go for catechism class with Abuna. So and like few ladies, like it was like Atigaliza, one of the mothers, and also like 3 or 4 ladies, they asked for the catechism class. And in few months, they, like after Abuna gave them all the catechism class, they asked for the baptism. So after this, actually it was happened that the COVID happened like this, and then we tried to like help them, even like through Zoom or anything. A lot of activities happened during COVID. But the thing which was like a miracle, she's one of the helpers in the shelter. Yes, in the shelter. She was a very humble girl like this. She's not a girl, she's a lady. And then she asked for the baptism and to take the catechism class and baptism. And then Abuna tell her, okay, let's do it. And after a while, she was like living in a far away, a little bit like 1 hour. So she began to put on the hymns and the.
Every Sunday she put a speaker with the hymns of the songs out of their house. So the people came to, these are the one times they used to drink or something. So said to her, why are you making like this? She said, no, I will make this, and even she turn the volume high because to let all them. After a couple of months, the people used to listen to these hymns. One time she is not there, they are coming. We used to listen to the hymns that you used to make it for us. Can you turn it on again? So at that time she asked them, would you like to make a Bible study here? And from this.
So she came and she told Abuna about this. So he said, okay, why not? We can go to serve there. So actually it was like June. So Abuna said, okay. I said, okay. I asked Phoebe, can we ask one of the mothers, only one, from the one finished the catechism class and took the baptism like this, to go with me so she will learn how to make it. So she said, yes, okay, let's do it. Then we went, and like every Sunday, all the mothers are waiting for us. And guess what? All the kids also. Even the place is very, very small, really small. Okay, I think some already go to home visitations. Yes. So most of you already saw the homes here. It's really small, really small. So the mothers are inside and the kids are outside, and the girls, our girls in the shelter, they are making Sunday school for the kids outside the home, and me and the other servant inside for the mothers. And then after a while, Abuna was in Egypt. He said, Abuna, why not we end this service and call it Amba Abraham? So I said, oh, let's do it. It's a real blessing like this. After like few months, the ladies, when they heard about Amba Abraham service, they asked, can we serve with you? Can we do this? A lot of them. They became like 16 or 20. So I told them, okay, but this will be very, like you have to be very committed and dedicated, and it's really hard, it will not be easy. They said, we will follow. And guess what? Promise to God, now those servants are the one holding all the service. We are now serving in 3 areas. By God's grace and by the prayers of the fathers, it will be like 6, very shortly. And guess what? Those servants, now, they are the one making all the service, all of it. We only give them the book. For example, for the last one was the fiery spirit of Father Tadros Ya'qub. They summarize it and they give it to us. I will review it, and they said it in Tagalog, and it was really amazing. all the areas we are serving now, because really you will see them on Wednesday. All the mothers and all the kids, they are really waiting just to know. So the problem is always for the Philippines. They are very pure-hearted people. They are only their need is to know the Bible, how to go to Jesus, what is the step, what are the steps we have to follow. That's all. But whenever they know, they are more dedicated and committed even more than us. I should say this because that's what already I saw in 4 years. Thank you so much.
To just show you one small video about the last mission in December. It was 44 persons came from Syria to have a mission here. By God will, we went to the detention center to serve 120 youth committed mistakes, and we make a retreat for the people, and we go to a village to serve. We make a medical mission. So just a couple of minutes to see what happened on December. These are the retreat house we are going to go.
Memorable moment at the orphanage. That particular little girl, she's 8-year-old, when she ran up to me and gave me a big hug, and she said to me, "I missed you, Mummy," and I cannot get her voice out of my ear.
During my stay in the Philippines, I was involved with a couple of activities. We had the opportunity to go to a detention centre, a youth detention centre. We also hung out a lot during Christmas with the Foundation Girls. And we also went to the Sunday school retreat the Foundation Girls held for the church.
My name is Mina, I'm a dental student, and basically my time in the Philippines was just helping dentists there. So we went to detention centres, we went to different villages, and seeing all the kids, and they were like all so beautiful. They really needed some help though, so we made sure we provided them with the care they needed, and just to see their smile on their faces afterwards was just incredible to see.
Hi, I'm Anthony. I was helping with the medical team, the education team, and I was actually helping out with some maintenance and they needed to fix some building materials.
Medical team. I was one of the medical students helping out. And so what we were basically doing was taking the vitals of the patient, so the temperature, the blood pressure, the glucose levels, and preparing them to be seen by the doctor.
Honestly, I think we benefited more seeing the love in them and just seeing Christ in them. We felt so much love and we were taken a bit back by it, especially considering they've been through so much, these children.
More than anything, I personally learned a lot more from them.
I think what we did was very beneficial to the people over there because they needed the help that we were giving them. There were lots of stuff in the medical mission that they don't have access to, and it was very expensive over there.
I would tell them to do it. It's an amazing experience. I learned so much, and even when I come back here, I just felt so impacted by the experience.
It was amazing. Honestly, you learned so much from it. You always want to go back. You learn to appreciate everything that you have.
Anybody who has a skill set of any kind, even no skill set, has to know that there's an opportunity to give back in a third world country.
Opening your eyes to the love, no matter what you have, no matter who you are, it's all in the end the same love for Christ.
It has allowed me to stop and think and be more appreciative with everyone I interact with, and be more grateful for what I have, and knowing that other people don't have these things.
Showed me that Christ is everywhere, and that Christ takes care of the young and the old and the poor and the rich, takes care of all of us.
It's helped me understand how to be grateful.
After coming back home to Australia and slipping back into my life, the opportunities I have, the comfort that I live in, this mission trip taught me how to be grateful and how to see the blessings that we have. Even, oh my gosh, what am I gonna was literally gonna say, just having the basic thing of parents. You speak to a lot of people in the Philippines and they tell you that, you know, especially in the detention centre, that it was their parents that wanted them to do this crime. Like they don't want the best for them. So coming back and just being thankful that I have parents that brought me up in the Coptic church. They look out for me. They're just always there. It was something to be grateful for. You can't reduce the mission trip to just one moment. Seeing the foundation and the girls at the foundation and just seeing the impact of service on these girls' lives and how they now help other people that were in the same position as them. Not just that, meeting the resident volunteers. It's such a beautiful thing to be able to hear somebody's story and why it is that they, you know, live their comfortable life, a life that they can progress in to a life of service. And it comes down to their love for God. Like, there's no other way to say it. Like, they serve because they love God. They see God in everything. That's just beautiful.
If you had the opportunity, would you do this again?
I'd say
Yes, 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 I would, and I'd love to stay even longer.
I would definitely do this again.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yes, 100% I would do this again.
100% yes, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely, 100%.
Of course. There's no question. I have to think about it. Yes.
سوري طولنا عليكم معلش، احنا لسه عندنا عايزين نتكلم عن الفاونديشن، عن البلد، عن الخدمه بتاعتنا وايه اللي بنعمله في المجتمع وازاي ان احنا our foundation is not only about the shelter but it starts by shelter right now. It's helping the Filipino community with all Filipino family and part Filipino family. So we have a lot of things to say. Okay. I will leave you now to have a rest, to eat, then we will talk later. Okay.